Imagine walking into a room filled with strangers, each eager to trust and believe in you. In that moment, you hold the power to manipulate and deceive them all. This intoxicating allure of control is what draws some individuals to become con artists, masterminds of deception. They weave intricate webs of lies and charm their way into the lives of unsuspecting victims. But what really goes on inside the mind of a con artist? Are they solely driven by financial gain? Or are there more complex motivations at play? In today's video, we will delve into the minds of 5 female con artists, exploring their common characteristics, psychological profiles, and the real motives that fuel their deceptive pursuits. So make sure to watch the video till the end to learn about the con artists' minds full of narcissism, manipulation, and compulsive lying. You might want to know these con artists shared some common characteristics. It is important to note that at the core of all these con artists' toolkits are charm and persuasion. They are experts at reading people, understanding their desires, and exploiting their vulnerabilities. Their charisma and ability to adapt to various social situations allow them to blend in seamlessly, making them even more dangerous. With this foundation in mind, let's dive into the captivating stories of these 5 cunning women. Starting with the number 1 con artist on our list. Number 1. Elizabeth Holmes, the disgraced Theranos founder. Elizabeth Holmes is a disgraced American entrepreneur who rose to fame as the head of Theranos, a firm that promoted itself as having created a game-changing method for blood testing. Holmes, then just 19, started Theranos in 2003, and the company's audacious claims about the potential of its technology rapidly received a lot of attention. Holmes claimed it could do several blood tests with only a few drops of blood instead of vials and had collected over $700 million in funding. However, the business has never developed a successful blood testing system, and many of the tests claimed were in fact done using traditional techniques and technology. Finally, Theranos was charged with fraud in 2018 by the SEC, and Elizabeth Holmes was sentenced to 11 years and 3 months on November 18, 2022. Elizabeth Holmes' story raises many questions, such as whether her background played a role in her actions, or what exactly goes through her mind when she scams everyone. Interestingly, her father was a vice president at Enron, making her a VIP. Could it be inherited? Psychiatrist Richard Fewes, who has known her since her childhood, said that she inherited many bad things from her parents, like being pushed hard by her jealous mother to improve their position in the world. Following her departure from Stanford, Holmes's father used his connections to help her get early funding for her bogus company. Whenever she asked scientific questions, Holmes talked about her famous ancestors. Due to these circumstances, Elizabeth Holmes was hardwired from childhood to take advantage of the situation, had a narcissistic mind, and was willing to go to any limit to achieve her goal. And if you guys are interested in learning more about Elizabeth Holmes and the Theranos scandal, consider listening to The Dropout, an audio podcast from ABC News that details what happened to Theranos and its founder. The podcast features interviews with ex-employees of the corporation and other implicated in the incident. Number 2. Anna Sorokin, the fake heiress with a lavish lifestyle. Anna Sorokin, also known as Anna Delvey, is a Russian-born con artist who deceived New York City's elite by pretending to be a wealthy German heiress. Between 2013 and 2017, Sorokin managed to swindle banks, hotels, and friends out of hundreds of thousands of dollars to fund her extravagant lifestyle. Sorokin fabricated her identity and convinced people that she was a wealthy socialite with a trust fund worth $60 million. In reality, she was a daughter of a middle-class Russian family. She used her charm and charisma to manipulate others, convincing them to lend her money or pay for her luxurious expenses. Her web of lies began to unravel when she attempted to secure a $22 million loan from a bank, which led to an investigation and ultimately her arrest. In 2019, Sorokin was convicted of grand larceny, theft of services, and other charges. She was sentenced to 4 to 12 years in prison and ordered to pay restitution of nearly $200,000. After 2 years in prison, Sorokin has been under house arrest in an East Village walk-up apartment block in New York City since October 2022. She has completed her criminal sentence, but house arrest is still in effect as a result of her ongoing immigration case. She is still waiting for deportation to Germany, where her family now resides. So, you might be wondering what's going on in Anna's mind when she's conning so many people. Let's break it down into a few key aspects. First, it seems like Anna's got a bit of a narcissistic streak, showing off her vanity and acting entitled. Then there's the idea of delusions of grandeur, where psychologists believe she had an inflated sense of her wealth, power, and qualities. Anna also exhibited a lack of empathy, remorse, and regard for societal rules, which places her on the psychopathic spectrum. On top of that, she shared traits with psychopaths, like disregard for laws and social values, and a lack of guilt or remorse, making her a bit of a sociopath too. Gaslighting was another technique she used, manipulating others to doubt their own perceptions and judgments. And let's not forget social proof. Her connections with influential people and a lavish social media presence helped bolster her credibility. First impressions played a big role too, with Anna's designer clothes and luxurious lifestyle creating a strong, lasting impression of wealth. Finally, there's this concept of reality framing, where she constructed a false reality and fully committed to it, convincing others to believe in it as well. If you find yourself intrigued by Anna Sorokin's story and want to learn more, consider watching the Netflix series Inventing Anna, based on the New York Magazine article How Anna Delvey Tricked New York's Party People by Jessica Pressler. The show presents a dramatized portrayal of Sorokin's scams and her meteoric rise and fall within New York's high society. Number 3. Teresa Noor, a horrific tale of maternal deception. Teresa Noor, an infamous American criminal, offers a chilling insight into the mind of a con artist who managed to deceive the world while committing horrifying acts behind closed doors. Noor gained notoriety in the late 20th century for the brutal abuse and murder of her own children, which she managed to keep hidden for years. Noor's ability to present herself as an ordinary, struggling single mother while hiding her dark, sinister secrets from the public eye is a terrifying testament to the power of deception. Although her motivations for these heinous acts are still unknown, some people believe that a pathological need for control and a severely distorted perception of her motherhood were the driving forces behind them. The story of Teresa Noor serves as a stark reminder of the lengths con artists can go to maintain their fabricated lives and the devastating consequences that can result when their true nature is revealed. Also, if you're interested in learning more about Teresa Noor's disturbing story, there are numerous documentaries and true crime books that delve into the details of her life, crimes, and the investigation that eventually led to her arrest and imprisonment. Number 4. Belle Gibson, the wellness guru who scammed the world. Belle Gibson, an Australian wellness influencer, gained global attention when she claimed to have cured her terminal brain cancer through a healthy diet and alternative therapies. As her story spread, she built a massive following and even published a best-selling cookbook, The Whole Pantry. However, it was later revealed that Gibson's cancer story was a complete fabrication, and her fraudulent claims had earned her hundreds of thousands of dollars. Gibson's deception was a masterclass in manipulation, as she used her charm, charisma, and fabricated story to convince thousands of people that she was a cancer survivor. Her actions not only deceived her followers, but also raised false hopes for cancer patients seeking alternative treatments. Belle Gibson's motivations are murky, but they might have included a desire for fame, money, or a pathological need for attention. Whatever her reasons, her story is a prime example of the dark side of social media influence and the potentially devastating consequences of a con artist's deception. To learn more about Belle Gibson's story and the fallout of her deception, consider reading The Woman Who Fooled the World, Belle Gibson's Cancer Con, by Bo Donnelly and Nick Toscano, or watching the Australian documentary The Great Pretender 2020, which explored her rise as a wellness influencer and subsequent fall from grace. Top of form. Number 5. Helen Hedgeman, The Plagiarism Controversy. Helen Hedgeman, a young German author and playwright, found herself at the center of a literary scandal when her debut novel, Axolotl Roadkill, was discovered to have numerous instances of plagiarism. Hedgeman's novel was initially praised for its raw and provocative portrayal of teenage life in Berlin, but the acclaim quickly turned to outrage when it was revealed that she had copied significant portions of the text from another writer's work. Hedgeman's actions provide a glimpse into the mindset of someone willing to take shortcuts and deceive others to achieve success. Her ability to initially pass off the work of others as her own is a testament to her manipulative skills and disregard for ethical boundaries. The motives behind Hedgeman's plagiarism are not entirely clear, but could include a desire for fame, recognition, or financial gain. It also raises questions about the pressures young writers and artists face in a highly competitive industry, where originality and success are often closely linked. Helen Hedgeman's story serves as a reminder of the importance of artistic integrity and the consequences of plagiarism in the literary world. Last but not least, looking at the stories of these con artists, there are a few similar negative traits that appear to be common among them. They all seem to have a sense of narcissism, showing entitlement, vanity, and an inflated sense of self-importance. This mindset likely played a role in their deceptive actions. Manipulation is another shared characteristic. They were skilled at influencing others through charm, persuasion, and even gaslighting to achieve their goals or maintain their facades. These individuals also demonstrated a disregard for ethical boundaries, often crossing lines such as plagiarism, fraud, or deception to achieve personal success or maintain their carefully crafted illusions. And that wraps up today's video. We really hope you found it informative and learned something new. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to share them in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon if you haven't already, so you never miss out on our daily informative videos. Thanks so much for tuning in, and best of luck!